What's good? What's good? I'm back. Yours truly, the one and only Paul Pickett, host of the Paul Pickett Podcast, aka Triple P, aka the Common Sense Podcast. Your source for music, sports, politics, world events, and much, much more. Today, I'm going to react to a video of a woman going viral for begging, I think, just black men to stop dating foreign women. That's always been a very common thing with military guys and whatnot. But before we get into that, let's give you a word from PromoPalace.biz.
Are you a musician looking for music marketing and promotion? Then look no further than Promo Palace LLC, your one-stop shop for all music promotion services. Services include Spotify playlist pitching, YouTube video promotion, record pool promotion, blog placements, radio airplay promotion, SoundCloud promotion, and much more. With over 2,000 customers and over 10 years of experience in online promotion, Promo Palace LLC is a company you can trust. For more info, please go to promopalace.biz. See you there.
That's right. You heard the beautiful lady. If you need online marketing promotions, please check us out, promopalace.biz. One-stop shop to promote your music, product, brand, or your service. All right, let's get into it. This looks like
2022 has been a difficult year for many men. 2023 will be even more difficult. Inflation is through the roof. Job security, it's not necessarily there anymore. Interest rates, rising like I don't know what. And then couple that with an entitled dating market where the middle class guy is struggling just to even meet women. Flakiness, it's not looking good for a lot of guys, especially in the black community. But wait, there's more. There's another opportunity out there for a lot of guys, and that is getting their passports and seeing what's on the other side of North America. Yep. In fact, some guys might be staying in North America and just heading down to Mexico and finding love. And that is exactly what you have seen. Many guys who feel that, they don't have any kind of competitive advantage in the United States, they're going to take their talents to other places. The usual suspects: Colombia, DR, Brazil. Now in the running, certain countries in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, just to name a few. Now, what is this behavior sparked as? Like, what is the catalyst behind this behavior? Well, a lot of guys feel like women have been treating them unfair. And when they deal in relationships with women, they're not getting any value. In fact, I want to play this particular clip from Crimson Cure, and she will explain exactly what I'm talking about.
Men have that same radar when it comes to femininity, when it comes to submissive and cooperative spirit. He can see you're not going to be easy to deal with. You're combative for no reason. You argue for no reason. You're chaotic for no reason. You don't have any domestic skills, nor do you have the inclination to gain any of those skills. So when you come in and you talk about how you're not going to cook, you're not going to clean, you're not going to do what you're not going to do, all that he sees and all that he's hearing is a woman he can't deal with.
Let me pump the brakes too. And women be saying that they don't need a man because they can do all that for themselves. Or I can do all that for myself too. So what the hell would I need a woman if you're not going to contribute anything? You're not going to do any contribution to this situation right here.
That's all that he knows. All that he understands is I now have a woman that's masculine. I got a woman that's not feminine, and I got a woman that I cannot deal with, because while I'm busy doing the masculine part of the relationship and carrying all the masculine energy of the relationship, she's not going to be carrying her part. And what's her part? She's not going to be carrying the feminine part of the relationship. Trust and believe that cooking and cleaning and catering and all of those sorts of things are the feminine parts. That's the feminine energy of the relationship.
Yeah, because it's always been that, the man goes out and hunts for the food. Now we don't hunt for our own food. We go out, work, and provide the food, and that the woman cooks and puts on the table. So it's like that's how the 50-50 deal works. The man pays for the food, the woman cooks it, bam, it hits the table. They both enjoy the meal together. Men have always been the hunters. Women have been like the berry gatherers and nut gatherers, but now women think they can be hunters. And I hate to say it, women are not great at hunting.
Beloveds, that's what we've been trying to tell y'all. That's the indicator of the feminine part of the relationship. That's why men like seeing women cook and clean. This is not about some type of slavery, patriarchy thing. They like watching women do that for the same reason we like men in uniform. For the same reason we like watching a man be a mechanic. For the same reason we like to watch him engage in athletic activity or anything like that, because at that point he's displaying his masculine energy. And
I like what she said, because it's definitely a turnoff to be with a female who can't cook.
That is attractive, no matter how it shows it's meant to display their feminine energy. And a lot of times that comes out in the cleaning, the sewing, the cooking, the catering, do this. And he's saying to himself, I have a woman that I can build with. I can have a legacy with her. I can have children with her. And she will be willing to carry the feminine part of the relationship so that we can really move forward. And since
I hate to cut off, and that's the thing. All this really applies to men and women in relationships, commitments, long-term relationships. It doesn't really apply with Horn and Hohen.
Y'all are.
So now, listening to that, and I'm glad that you've heard that. When women talk about black men leaving or dating interracial because of those issues, they never talk about those issues. They never counter the issues that Crimson Cure has just brought up. They don't counter those issues. Instead, what they do is come with ad hominem attacks on the Passport Bros instead of addressing the issues. And if you don't believe me, let me give you the good example of what I'm talking about right now.
Hold on. Have y'all ever heard of the movement called the Passport Bro? I just heard about it and I think it's completely insane. So to my understanding, these are American men who are just tired of dating American women, whether they find us too difficult or we're not submissive enough, whatever. So they decide to go overseas and find themselves some foreign love. And you know what? I'm the last person who can judge because of my situation. So I'm not here to diss them, but really, I think the idea is insane because of what I have witnessed in my personal life. So for the bros who are just doing this to have a good time, then I don't gotta warn y'all because y'all know what's up. But for those of you who are seriously trying to look for love, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I doubt that that's gonna happen. In the beginning,
This is where what she's saying is such hypocrisy and double standard. So people can't find love. American-born people can't find love outside of America. There's complete horseshit and bullshit. And a lot of these women are looking for love too. They're looking for a companion. And that's the thing. She keeps throwing the word love out there. Like, why can't it be just people are looking for companionship? Why did it necessarily got to be like so deeply in love? Why can't it just be companionship? Why can't it be we get along, we have the same interests, we like the same things, and we're good for each other? But no, you got to always attach love and all these other man-made words up. And the idea that it's crazy that a man would rather find a as we call a traditional woman, which there's not a lot of traditional women in America no more. This idea that a man wants a traditional woman and he knows that he has to go out of America to find a traditional woman is supposedly insane and bogus. No, maybe y'all bitches need to be more traditional. Maybe y'all need to stop trying to be the man and the woman.
everything is going to seem amazing, especially with being in a different country. That just does something to you. So you feel like extra good inside, right? Not to mention the girl that you found. She's young, she's gorgeous, loves to have a good time. She does everything for you and to you. Oh, you're in love. But homegirl, oh no, she don't even like you. She, in fact, is playing you and is doing this for a come up. You went from searching for genuine love to accidentally finding yourself in a transactional relationship. Get ready because.
And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with most American relationships are transactional relationships. Let's think about it. They get married, they get divorced, and she takes half his money. It sounds like a fucking transaction to me. Like, this is where the hypocrisy and the double standard comes in with all this shit, you know. And I'm not a relationship person. I'm not going to claim to be no relationship guru. This isn't going to be the relationship podcast ever, you know. But, like, yeah, like, relationships are for people like my sister and both of my sisters and my brother-in-laws. It's not really for everybody. They're not really for me. My lifestyle is I work every single day of my life. As long as there's an opportunity to make money, I don't stop working like most people. They only work because they have to, or they only work. They let people tell them, you know, when they can work and where they can work. That doesn't work with me.
As homegirl, she is going to tell you all of these lies to get you to pull out your wallet. And you will dish out hundreds, if not thousands.
Hold on. I got to stop. And this bitch right here wouldn't tell a bunch of lies to try to get a man to pull out his fucking wallet. Get the fuck out of here. Go look in the mirror. Such hypocritical horse.
Dollars. And this money is not just going to her. Nah, she's giving this money to her family, to her friends, and her boyfriend. Oh, wait, you didn't know? Real talk. I used to be friends with somebody who did this very thing. And since she had no shame, like she legit did not care about this man. And this man.
Okay, there we go. We can't bring one situation and one issue up and act like this happens across the board. That is the norm. You know, what a bunch of horseshit.
And legit thought that he found love. Little did he know the money that he gives her, she's using it to fund her secret life back at home. So please do not think for 1 second that you are the exception, because 9 times out of 10, it can be happening to you. Everything that I just described is very common and it happens in many countries, but I witnessed it firsthand in the Dominican Republic. So my advice, and I sincerely mean this, do not marry her. Do not get her a green card and do not bring her over here, because once you do, oh my gosh, your life is going to be a living hell.
You see, she's just trying to use.
I gotta chime in before he gets here. My stepfather is actually the woman he's married to now is from like El Salvador or something like that. And I mean, he's pretty much been with her ever since he left my mom, you know. And like, he's not sitting there funding her lifestyle back home or sitting there taking care of her parents back home and whatnot, you know. I mean, they've been married forever. I would say that I would say that she probably loved him from the get-go more than he loved her at first. And at this point, they probably both love each other, you know. But this identity is just so common. I mean, it's bull, because military cats been going overseas and bringing back wives all the time. And I don't know none of them that's been funding their wife's lifestyle back home and taking care of all her parents back home. No, they've been taking care of her while she lives in this country.
Scare tactics. They're going to use you. Those women overseas are going to do this to you. They're not going to love you. Instead of dealing with why black men are decided to go that way in the first place. And it brings me to this particular.
Let me pump the brakes again. It's not just black men that are marrying women from overseas. There's plenty white dudes that are marrying, because my stepdad is not black. He's white. So he married a woman from overseas. It happens all the time. They marry Germans and Asian women and South American women and other European. They do it because those women are more traditional wives, and there's nothing wrong for people wanting more traditional wives. This idea that we all got to convert to non-traditional ways is horseshit.
Video. There's a really good creator on TikTok by the name of Fem Gems for You. And I want to shout out to brother Mark Cruz for introducing me to her TikTok platform. She has currently about 1,105 followers. Go over there and let her know that your boy O'Shea is there. And stop the show. I'm also on TikTok. I only have 103 followers, but go over there, follow me on TikTok. I'll be posting content over there real soon, all right? But anyways, let me get back to this. She brings out some interesting points and making a pretty interesting plea for African-American men to stay with black women. Let's play that clip.
Okay, I'm aware that this may gain some attention, so I want to clarify and express some things. I want to utilize my platform as positively as possible, and I try to be level-headed and considerate of both sides. Okay, men want traditional women to marry. That is why they're going to other countries. Look, y'all desire something so bad that y'all want to step. And baby, look, I ain't mad at you, okay? Truly, I do not blame the escape because a lot of American chicks' priorities are messed up. We are greedy, selfish, ungrateful. We can't be held accountable. We have this exploitative, transactional mindset, and we're obstinate. I'm not saying every chick here is that way, but from what I witnessed and what's transpired in my life, talking to my peers, colleagues, family, and what I see on social media and TV, let me just say, American chicks are on a low vibrational wavelength, and a lot of us champion toxic behavior. I mean, look at TikTok. But what is problematic is this frequent habit or proclivity of black men denigrating their women in the process when they're talking about their preferences. Listen, there are a lot of us reclaiming our image, advocating for men, reflective of issues, holding ourselves accountable. You know, we're trying to comprehend our men and unlearn toxic habits and behaviors, whether that's relationship skills, poor money management, undesirable relationship skills, our health, whatever it needs work. A lot of us are trying to counter the stereotypes. Let me just say this. I am sorry if I were insensitive in the prior videos. I took time to understand what I misunderstood. I can't lie, though. I'm disheartened because I love my men. I welcome my men. I need my men in every way possible for protection, provision, procreation, problem solving. I don't care what these hurt chicks say. Black men, you are valuable. And I am adamant, very adamant about black love, building a black family, and we need you. I don't care what they gotta say.
I'm not a black man, but I like what she said there, and it's not just, like I said, it's not just black men, it's white men too. Like, I've dated white chicks, I've dated black chicks, got a black woman's initials tatted on my arm. I've been in love with black women, white women, women that were black and white mixed, Hispanic. And of all the women I've dated, in America, I would say Hispanic women treat their men the best. Hispanic women treat their men the best. I would say white women and black women in America got this boss bitch mentality, want to be the king instead of play the part of the queen. Like, I've never seen a king that just, lets the queen rule over every single thing in the land. I'm pretty sure she'll whisper in his ear, give him advice, make suggestions. But, we're like, the thing is they're trying to make everybody non-traditional. They're trying to eradicate all traditions in society, trying to burn down, tear down, and eradicate all traditions in society. And there's just some people that are going to hold on traditions. You know, I hold on to traditions. Like my grandfather had to move out when he was 16 years old, work on a farm for 3 meals a day, roof over his head, and not a penny to his pocket. You know, those are traditional moments and times. You know, where the moral of the story is work hard. You know, then he went to the military, did 20 years, got out, worked 20 years for another spot. You know, set my grandmother up perfectly before she passed away. She didn't have to work a day in her life when he passed away, you know. And they had a traditional relationship, traditional marriage. Now, she didn't have a lot of freedoms to just do everything she wanted to do, you know, in a relationship. But, you know, she, like I said, when he passed away, she was set up for life, and she wasn't able to really cope without him either. She wasn't really able to cope without him. Yeah, so men are going to keep going to looking for traditional women as long as these women out here keep, you know, women be putting men down too. It's like y'all sitting there like y'all don't need us. You know, when you keep telling men you don't need us, you don't need us, you don't need us because you can get your own money and you can do all the cooking and cleaning yourself and this, that, and the third. You know, you keep putting men down. Yes, they're going to go to more traditional women. And there's plenty women over there. Like if you go to Asian countries, there's more women to men, you know. And the idea that it can't grow into love, that's the thing. This chick that was talking about love earlier, she acts like people just fall in love like that. Swoop. You're just in love. That shit is a growth process. You got to grow to love people. Once again, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Paul Pickett Podcast. And I'm out.